Hi readers, today we're going to talk about prefixes again. Remember that prefixes are little groups of letters that are just fixed onto the beginning of a word, the beginning of like a root word. And they can be open or closed syllables. And usually on their own, they don't mean anything. They have to be attached to a root word or a base word, and they influence that word. Prefixes, they don't have a direct translation. They don't necessarily mean one other word. They kind of change the meaning of the root or the base word just a little bit. When you see these groups of letters, they are usually a prefix, but not always. So you have to use, your context clues, and you have to use your decoding abilities to sound out words. You can often spot them right away, but sometimes you might see these groups of letters and they're not suffixes. You need to read them a different way. So because you're older students, I just wanted to point that out to you. Let me go to my whiteboard and I will show you what prefixes we are going to be studying and looking into. So my first one over here, this one, I know you know this one. It's prefix R-E, re, and that goes at the beginning of the base word. And then next one, I need to change. The next prefix is D-I-S. And then we're going to do 3. The last one we are going to do is prefix D-E. Okay. Prefix RE, we read it as an open syllable. Remember, an open syllable is a word part that ends in a vowel, and the vowel says its name, re. Prefix DIS is a closed syllable. This consonant closes in the vowel, and the vowel makes a short sound. This is read dis. And this last one, DE, we read it as an open syllable. The E says its name, long vowel sound, D. Okay, re means again. It's probably our easiest one today. You have heard reread, rewrite, redo this. You hear that all the time, I'm sure, as a student. This word, look at it. Oop, now look at it. That word is retry. It means to try again. Easy, right? Note that we don't read it as retry. This is our prefix. It influences the word try. So remember, like I said at the beginning of this lesson, you have to use your context clues. You have to notice what the other words are around retry when you're reading a text in order to read it correctly. You need to read this RE as a prefix. It means to do again. Here's this one I just said. That one is reread. Next one, that word is replay. It means to play again, play something again. That one, of course, is retake. It means to take again. Now let's go to prefix dis. This generally means not. It's a negative or opposite prefix. So let's do some words that begin with prefix DIS. Look at this one. And of course, we read that as dislike. Just like I said with the first word over here, remember that DIS, that's our prefix. It influences the word like. And of course, it means not to like. This one is a little bit of a callback. We've looked at this word before. That's disrupt. To break apart something. So this is a good example of where DIS doesn't have a direct translation. It's not exploding, right? That would be the opposite of an explosion, because rupt means to explode. Disrupt, it's like you are you're ruining something, you're interrupting something. Okay, here we have a whole bunch of syllables. We have a closed, the EN is a closed syllable. And then we have, I haven't told you about this yet, but this is a silent E. E makes the A say its name. And we have a soft, gentle G in there. This word is disengage. That means not involved, not interested, not paying attention. And let me see my last one. This one is dishonest. You gotta pay attention to this. What's going on around this word? It's not dish, it's prefix DIS, and then the word honest, and of course that means not honest. And then under my last prefix, DE, this can mean to remove or to reverse. So let's get a text box under here and read some words that begin with prefix DE. Okay, let's start with this one. This is decode. So you are removing or reversing a code. When you're reading these words, you're decoding. You're removing, you're reversing, you're taking apart these symbols and figuring out what they mean or what they represent. I like that word, decode. Okay, how about, so depart, we don't have a direct translation here with prefix DE, but that means to leave. So you're removing yourself by going someplace. This word is deflate. You know, like if you've ever blown up a balloon or a pool toy or gone to the river and blown up like an air mattress. Inflate means you're putting the air in, and deflate, of course, means you're removing the air and flattening it. Okay, and let's see. Wow, I'm gonna do this one. Ooh. Okay, prefix D, and then the root word is side. See, we have that soft, gentle C with the I after it. I says its name because of the E. D, side. You get bonus points if you look that up and tell me what it means. I just thought of that one off the top of my head. Okay. Prefix RE, DIS, and DE, they influence or change the meaning of the root or the base word. They're easy to read. They're easy to spell. I'd like you to copy these charts. I'd like you to look for words in your assignments this week that have prefix RE, DIS, and DE in them. Okay, great listening, great learning, great reading. I'll see you next time.